Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. Oh, wrong button. And welcome back today to another replay by me. And today, this is crazy. Right, I'm just gonna pause just quickly, just to give you guys a bit of background. I've literally just played this game. I played this game, finished this game, 2 minutes later, got the replay, and now I'm recording it. So that's how fresh this game is in my mind. And this as well is the very first game I have played back since Tankfest. And oh my god, it is a good game. So please guys, please stick around until the end. It is well worth the watch. And tell your friends about it too, because oh my god, it is a good effort. So today I'm playing in the Object 907. Like I say, my first game back from Tankfest. I wanted to play a tank that, like, you know, I'm quite comfortable in. It's not too tricky for me, just to get back into the swing of things. So yeah, I'm playing in the Object 907. I'm very fortunate with the matchup. We've got a 357, which is always nice. Oh, you'll have to excuse me, guys. And we are on the Live Oaks map as well, which is always good. Obviously, we've come down to the southern side because I'm a medium tank, and hopefully we're going to wreck this side. Also, apologies about my voice. Being an England supporter, we won a penalty shootout the other night in the World Cup, and my voice, it's not great. It's not great. But yeah, so we come down to this side of the map, and we meet the Object 140, probably my counterpart on the enemy team. I'm in an absolutely lovely position here. Even though this tank has only got 5 degrees of gun depression, I'm managing to keep this guy where he can only shoot my turret, and I'm managing to get shots at his hull. Me, the T-49 and the AMX-30 finished that guy off, I think, without losing any health, unless the AMX-30 lost a little bit. Yeah, AMX-30 took 1 shot, and we took out one of their 3 tier 10 tanks. Next of all, I say follow me to this T-49 because I'm not hanging around on this flank. I see that there is a lot of tanks on the enemy flank. I put one into the Mod 1 as we go past, just to keep his head down. Then dive in, straight in. When you're in a top tier tank like this, you've got to play aggressive. You've got to be that guy who your team is looking up to, going, okay, we need to get in there with that guy. So I come in here. Unfortunately, no gun depression. Obviously, 907, only 5 degrees. I want to continue this momentum, so I come up. Unfortunately, I bounce off the standard B. Must have hit him in the mantlet. He puts one into me. He's firing heat. But now I see that he's firing at other people. So I know, there we go, he's fired 3. He hasn't got any more shells left, and he's got atrocious DPM. So I'm just kind of chilling up. Still trying to be a little bit careful of that Mod 1, and there we go. That's why I kind of made a couple of mistakes in this game, and I'm going to point these out to you guys, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. First of all, throwing away silly little bits of health like that. That was not worth it. That was probably the first mistake that I made this game. But it's in games like this where you kind of go, well, it doesn't really matter. 200, 300 health here and there, it doesn't matter. But when it gets to the end of the game, you will see how valuable that health could have been. We bounce one from the 132A. Make sure you aim the second shot into him. And he kind of falls back there, so I know that he's kind of still in that position. P44 Pantera. I go for the tracking shot. Unfortunately, I don't quite get it, and he manages to escape a little bit. And it's not looking particularly great for our team at the minute. It's 4-7. I fire one on the move there, and that means that I take a shot for it. If I'd have just stopped and aimed for like half a second, I'd have hit that shot. I wouldn't have lost the health, and I would have saved the shell. And that's something else, another big mistake that I make in this game, guys, is I waste shells. And again, this is probably kind of leading you up for where this game is going. But the Object 907 only has 45 shells, I believe it is. You can see the fact that I only carry 1 high explosive shell. So, you know, it's not great. Still on the APCR at the minute, I haven't fired any heat. That one went high, but fortunately went through the cheeks of the Lover's turret. I'm kind of using our Lover here just to side scrape out a little bit. Now, if we just pause the game here a second, we've got me, the Lover, and the Progetto against the Progetto, the Lover, and the UDES, and then the E100 and the AMX-50-120 against a lot of stuff down here. Obviously, I want to finish off these guys in front of us because I don't want to go down and help these guys, the guys down on the south, and then the guys who I'm facing now to come up behind. So, finish off the Lover, but then I kind of hang about. I then start thinking, well, maybe should I? Because at this point, now that the Lerva's dead, it's a Progetto on very low health against a Lerva on our team who's on a reasonable amount of health, and a Progetto who's on a reasonable amount of health. And let's be honest, the Udes probably isn't going to attack. And it's at this point, I should have been using my minimap and looking and going down to help those guys down the south. And it's around this time that I decide that's what I need to do. But the E100 kills the T92, but the Panzer 7 kills the AMX 5120. Excuse me, guys, sorry. And now it's just the E100 left. I'm up to 5 kills, 5,858 damage. The E100 kills the WZ. I'm like, yes, come on, E100, survive. The Panzer 7 gets spotted. He's still on full health. Oh god, how much health is our E100 on? Only 200. Oh, that is bad. I kind of go up there just to see if I can get some side shots of the Panzer 7. The E100 does put a shot into the Panzer 7. Come on, E100, survive. And this is what I mean. If I'd have just made my mind up a little bit earlier, just a little bit earlier, I would have probably been okay here. And I could have got a couple of shots into the Panzer 7. Might not have been able to save the E100's life, but me not getting a couple of shots into the Panzer 7 here is going to come back and shoot me in the leg. Right, we get one in. I'm like, come on, reload, 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 reload. I put a second one, and it hits the wreck of the 5120, and uh-oh. And again, I clutch a shot, and that's 2 shots that I could have used there. The AMX M451 kills the U100. I'm then stuck in a bit of a rock and a hard place. I'm like, I hope I'm not spotted. I need to go out this way. I can't get out this way anymore. If I try and go out this way, I'm going to get shot in the bum by these guys. But I think I can probably sneak down here. I'm not in detection range. I felt really bad for leaving that Lerva because I kind of dragged him down. And the Lerva dies, and then the Progetto dies. What I kind of wanted to happen was the Lerva to stay up with the Progetto, because between the two of them, they could have probably managed to take care of the 2 guys up there and give me a little bit of time. Pop one into the AMX M441, and I don't have the time here to hang around. He now knows where I am, and I'm left alone in a 1 versus 5. And I was kind of like, oh, this is now kind of where I wish I had those you know, 500-600 hit points that I lost just for no reason on that WZ, stuff like that. I kind of wish I was on a bit more health. And yeah, so my thinking here is I don't really want to engage these guys on a front on engagement. My advantage over these guys is range. I want to go around the back, see if I can find the Progetto and maybe the Udes as well, because I don't really want them coming in behind me if I am in an engagement with the Panzer 7 and the AMX. I've obviously still got to think that artillery is still in play, so I have got to be careful of that. 1,000 hit points does not go very far when artillery is shooting you every 30 seconds. And it's at this point I just kind of decide, right, I just need to chill. I just need to chill out, use the fact that I've got good camera rating, good view range, try and spot these heavy tanks. I'm thinking the heavy tanks are probably going to go try cap the base, because they're not going to want to chase a Object 907 around for the entire game. It's at this point I'm kind of hoping, well, I hope only one caps the base and the other tries to come and get me, because I can kill the one who comes gets me and then I can reset the base. And there we go, there goes the base. And I just spot the Udes just as I'm moving away. That I spot the Panzer 7 in the base. Can I finish the Udes? Yes, I finish off the Udes, which is good. Unfortunately, I do get spotted for that, but I'm in actually quite a good position to be able to reset the base. And I use a shell to knock down the hay there. And again, in hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have done that. So I move up. You can see that these guys are just at the edge of my view range. Lob a heat shell in. AMX M451. And I did not get spotted. Can I go for the side part of the Panzer 7? No. Come on, Max. Fire another one blind. And that clearly didn't do any damage because it didn't reset the base. I go for the AMX M4. And I bounce another round. Come on, Max. You've only got 12 shells left. Shells left here, pal. I need to reset the Panzer 7. I go for the tracks, get the tracking shot, that resets the base, but that doesn't help me in the fact that I'm running out of shells and I haven't, and I'm not doing damage. Put one in and bounce another one, and it's around about this point I realise, oh crap, Progetto's behind me, Progetto's behind me. I actually switched shell type here, which in a way was kind of a mistake, but at the same time was kind of the right thing to do, because I didn't really want to waste the heat rounds on the Progetto. I reload the HE round because I think the HE will finish off the Progetto, and unfortunately I have to fire at the MX, and again, it didn't do any damage. Based on 1 second, we lob a heat round into the MX M4 54 there, and reset the base. I finish him off. I'm thinking the Progetto is going to come around. Unfortunately, I lose some health to the Progetto, and I have to waste another heat round to finish him off. And now I'm in a very, very, very sticky situation. I only have 2 APCR rounds left and 2 heat rounds left. That Panzer 7 is on about 900 health. Presuming as the artillery hasn't been spotted all game, he's still on full health, which means I'm going to need 2 shots for him and 3 shots for the Panzer 7, unless I can get a fire or an ammo rack. So I can't win this game now unless I cap. And that's where artillery slams me for 269 damage, leaving me on 317. It's around about this point where I'm thinking, right, the artillery is over this side of the map. That is fine. I can live with that. I can outspot the Panzer 7. That's fine. I still hold all the cards here, but I do need to be careful because the Panzer 7 is still capping. So I need to get a move on and get to resetting that cap. My thinking here is use my 3 shots on the Panzer 7. 3, 4, wait, is it 3 or 4 shots it'll take? Probably 4 to be honest, but use my shells on the Panzer 7 and then try to ram the artillery to death. So I pop 1 in, reset the base, I get spotted again, and I'm like, right, that went relatively well. Move out of the way, it acts like I'm going the complete opposite way, bait artillery into firing, and there we go. Still looking up, 300 hit points. That's okay. I could probably ram the M40-43 for that. Just got to use all of my last shots on the Panzer 7. And the Panzer 7 has been a bit smart. I pop up from the same place, and unfortunately he's now using the wreck too, and I get spotted. And I'm like, what did I get spotted by? And oh god, artillery's there. And I'm like, I don't want to waste the shots on artillery. I don't want to waste shots on artillery. But I feel I have to waste the shots, and that's where artillery takes 315 hit points away from me, leaving me on 2 HP. And it's at this point I make the critical mistake that does lose me the game. What I feel I should have done here is I should have gone straight across for artillery and hoped the Panzer 7 missed, killed the artillery, and then rushed all the way around and tried to cap the base. But instead, I'm still going for the hopeful that I don't really know what I was going for. I think I was going for the fact I'm hoping I can get a fire with the Panzer 7. I come up, and the Panzer 7 finishes me off. Absolutely heartbroken by that game. Absolutely heartbroken. Like, ridiculously heartbroken. Because if, I know it's all ifs and buts, and most World of Tanks games are, yeah, but you could say if I killed the whole enemy team, I'd get a what's it called, medal? Rise and Ice Hero medal. But if I would have just stopped and aimed for half a second against that WZ, not wasted a shot, and not taken the hit points, if I would have just put those rounds into the Progetto and not faffed around with switching ammo, I would have saved a little bit of health because he wouldn't have put a shot into me, and I would have still had an HE round left as well, which is obviously a lot better for artillery, and I could have potentially one-shot the artillery, and I'd have been on enough health that the artillery, with the amount of splash damage he did, he wouldn't have been able to, I would have still been able to put an HE round into him, and 100% I would have been able to ram him to death. Which would have meant that I would have ignored, as soon as that artillery fired, I would have ignored the artillery and focused all my attention on the Panzer 7. Not have got distracted. The Panzer 7 wouldn't have known where I was because I'd have hidden it a lot better. I wouldn't have got spotted by Arty, and I would have come through that game. That would have been a Kolobanov's medal. I think getting close to 10,000 damage. How much 700 and another 100, so that'd been 9.5k, 9.7 maybe k damage game. That'd have been 10 kills to a Paul's medal and a Kolobanov's medal as well. I am absolutely gutted, and this only happened like what, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Absolutely ridiculous game, guys. Absolutely ridiculous, and I'm so gutted, but at the same time so happy that I still have it in me to have games like that. And it's little things, because you don't expect every single game to end in a situation like this where you're running out of shells and running out of health. So at the beginning I was quite, you know, fire my shells willy-nilly, give away my health little bits here and there, and it doesn't really matter. But it's just little things like that that mean when you do get into an endgame situation like this, you can come through it. And that would have been my first, what I'd say, legit Kolobanov's medal, my first Paul's medal at tier 10 as well, and in one of, if not my favourite tanks in the game. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. So please give the video a like if you've enjoyed. Like I say, tell your friends about this. This was an incredible game, and I'm so happy I had it. You can learn a lot from it, and obviously an incredible game to watch as well. But yeah, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll go take a look at the post-game stats in just a second, and yeah, let's go do that before I become more sad. Right, so there we go, guys. That was me in my 907, and I'm still... It's so because the adrenaline's going, and you're just like, I'm so annoyed. Why did I do bits like this and that? Like, fire all those shells willy-nilly, and... annoys me so much. But yeah, so that was an ace tanker, unsurprisingly. A Radley-Walters medal for getting 8 kills. Should have been a Paul's. A defender medal, high caliber, and a top gun, obviously. We ended up doing 8,826 damage, which is a ridiculous amount. I mean, that's a lot of damage, a lot of damage. 8 kills and 901 base XP on a loss. Yeah. You know. Absolutely ridiculous game. 43 shots fired out of the 45, hit 39, penned 31. That needs to be better if I need to go through games like this. We blocked 1,900 damage with our armor, 907 armor working relatively well that game, and 979 assistance damage in about 12 minutes time. We made 109,000 credits, 115,000 credits, and lost 36,000 credits at the end after repair, consumables, and ammunition, because I basically fired it all. But I would quite happily pay 37,000 credits to be in that situation every game. Quite happily. And also, I want to say a big shout out to, I believe it was Calvarium on the enemy team, and I'm really sorry, I cannot remember who else it was, but there was a couple of guys after the game who private messaged me and said, congratulations on the great game, mate. Really good game. Well done. And I love bits like that in World of Tanks when somebody messages you saying, great game. But that needs to happen more, I feel. Not just messaging people, oh, you noob. If somebody has a good game, message them to say, well played, mate. Well played. But yeah. So a big shout out to those guys, and thank you very much for being a part of that game with me. And, yeah, other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Like I said before, please let your friends know about this one. This was probably one of the best games and one of the biggest heartbreakers I've had in World of Tanks. What was I going to say? Please consider giving the video a like if you have enjoyed it or learned anything at all from it. Even if it's don't be a moron and waste all your shells. Please consider subscribing even. What am I even trying to say? If you're new to the channel. And other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time.